is The Buzz, your music news update for the latest on your favorite artists and more. Sponsored by JoJoMacMusic.com. This is The Buzz, and I'm Jojo Mac, aka Pistol Buzz. This is a Silk Radio UK exclusive featuring dancehall star Don Mafia. I am Jojo Mac, aka Pistol Buzz. Dancehall artist and songwriter Don Mafia spoke on Merciless, their longtime friendship, and his final days. Merciless's funeral was wonderful. Everything went as the family planned, and everyone that was supposed to be there was there. No one was missed. Don Mafia said, when asked about the people who were absent, the people that others thought should have been there, the artist said the greatest thing that could happen under the circumstances did. He said, to his understanding, by way of the family, Merciless was one of the few artist that passed away who actually buried himself. All his family had to do was put it all in play. He said the property on which Merciless is buried, the 5-acre property, was purchased by Merciless, and his family turned down offers of donations because it was not necessary to give him one of the biggest and best funerals that a star could get. He said the family did their thing privately, and he admired the family very much because they had a lot of genuine love for Merciless, their Leonard, and he returned that love to all of them, from the eldest to the youngest. Don Mafia said the first time he met Merciless was at Black Scorpio Studio. He was there to record for Father Pow, Stone Love's owner, Wee Pow. He recalled telling Merciless how good he was and told him that he was going to make it in the business. And within a couple of weeks of that meeting, Merciless was on his way to becoming a star. He said at the time, Merciless was known as Sugar Demas. He said he and Merciless have been in lyrical wars, and still, when they saw each other, it was all love and laughter, because that's what Merciless was about, being comical, making people laugh. Don Mafia said throughout the years, they stayed being friends, and when Merciless had that famous clash at Sting, he, Don Mafia, was the one who wrote the song, What Them Want Me Fi Do, for the clash. He said off the stage, Merciless was always respectful. People generally gave credence to him for being genuine. Mafia said Merciless told him shortly before he died that he was in the process of doing something with Barry's Hammond. He was looking forward to a new lease on life because he had just bought a brand new vehicle and was recording new songs. He recalled that a week before Merciless passed, he was in the studio recording dubs on the anger management rhythm, and one line of his lyrics was, quote, have you ever built a copper shot out of 1 cent? And the people who were there went wild. He said Merciless spat an innumerable amount of lyrics that had everyone in the studio in a hypnotic state. Don Mafia, who is known for his songwriting prowess, said the artist had him mesmerized as he spat out lyrics after lyrics. It was nothing short of a stage show with forward after forward. When it was over, Don Mafia said he told Merciless that no one else could have found the lyrics that he did, and that there was no one else like him. But being the humble person that Merciless was, he was nonchalant in his acceptance of such praise, telling him to stop the foolishness. When asked what he thought about what Bounty Killer said in that much talked about interview he gave to a disc jock on a Cayman radio station that echoed around the world, he said, quote, Bounty Killer talked what he talked, and I know what I know. I am not in any position to tell a man what to think or what to say, but I know it's a totally different person he was talking about. I don't know if he remembered Merciless, because Merciless was a man who always big up Killer, end quote. He continued to say he had it that Merciless and Killer were good because it was only a couple of weeks prior to his death that he went to Bounty's dance, and they were drinking together and holding what he thought was a joy. Mafia said even the following week, Merciless wanted to go to Bounty's birthday party, but could not make it as planned because that entire week he was suffering from stomach pains and vomiting constantly to the point where he had to reconsider going to the party. Mafia said he was shocked at the way Killer spoke about Merciless. Don Mafia said he wished that the negativity that surrounds Merciless's passing would subside and allow the positive things to shine through, because that is what the late DJ truly deserved. He earned that. He said Merciless's send-off was fit for a king, and those who were supposed to be there were. He said there was no shortness, lack of people, and it was mainly the fans and well-wishers across the world that were lamenting about the people who did not show, the people who they thought should have been there. It was not something that bothered the family and the people who attended, but the fans' expectations were high, and at the end of the day, they just wanted to see the unity that should define dancehall. Should being the operative word.